apparently it is a personal goal of mine to shoot a video from everywhere in my house. Hi guys, it's Purrmage back with another video. I just went and got the mail and I'm pretty excited that something that I ordered came in. In my last video, I mentioned that I'm hoping to do a D&D campaign soon with some friends. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. I think that growing up, I would have really enjoyed it. But I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and the friends that I did have, we didn't really hang out outside of school. And I just wasn't exposed to it. I don't know if any of them were even into it. So it just wasn't something that was really prevalent for me at an age when I probably would have super been into it and really had the time to devote to it. But in quarantine, a friend of mine who I honestly would never have thought would be interested was watching Up, Up, Down, Down play their Dungeons & Dragons campaigns. I'll link the first season down below just because they have a ton of videos, so it's easier to just link the first season and then you can decide what you want to watch from there. But so our friend had been watching that. Up, Up, Down, Down, for those of you who don't know, is Xavier Woods, who is a WWE wrestler. That is his YouTube channel. He plays video games. They play Uno, which is hilarious if you like that. But they also have a Dungeons and Dragons video series that they have been doing called Rollout. So we were all watching it, and then this friend was like, you know, I kind of want to do that. That looks like a lot of fun. So I'm super excited about it because I have friends now who play it and have been kind of, I wouldn't say like pushing me to play, but they were like, this seems like it would be right up your alley. I can't believe you've never played. So I'm very excited to hopefully be participating in a campaign soon. We're working on the details and scheduling and all of that. But in that, I think my phone and the evil of the interweb, you know, listens when you speak. And so I've been getting a lot of D&D related content promoted to me on Pinterest and Instagram, and even to a certain extent on YouTube. So I was seeing a lot more stuff being advertised. I have another package that'll be coming, probably not for a few weeks because it is a custom made item, but I'm very excited. I will have a custom miniature of my character, which will be made by Nerdforge. I will be doing an unboxing when I get that just because I'm so excited about it. I can't not show you. But so another thing that had been advertised to me over on Instagram was Field Notes. Now, Field Notes, as I discovered going through their website, does a lot of notebooks, not just this particular notebook. They have really cool like themed notebooks for the national parks. They have dot grid notebooks, planners, lined notebooks, like you name it, they've probably got it there. So I'll probably buy from them again, honestly, just for the sake of notebooks because I'm a paper fiend. But one of the products that they had was a Dungeons and Dragons character notebook. So basically all of the information that's on your character sheet, they have put in a notebook. And they come in a 2-pack. So I bought a 2-pack, one for myself and one for Brandon whenever he gets his butt in gear and starts to design his character, hopefully soon. And so I just thought that this would be a little bit more convenient. I know that I won't be good at keeping track of the loose paper because I'm already not entirely positive where it is. I think it's in one of my D&D books, but I'm not real sure. So I thought having a designated notebook would really help me. There are pages to take notes too, which will be helpful to me because I have like loose pieces of notebook paper that I've been jotting down notes for my character on. So it'll be much more convenient for me to just have it in a little notebook that's designated just for that. So that came in today. I'm very excited to open this and show you guys what's inside and see if it lives up to the hype that I'm giving it because I don't even know. So let's get to it. Oh, they put tape across it. No! No! So determined, but it's not gonna happen. Ah. Got it. All right, let's see what we got in here. All right, so So this is what it looks like. They sent them wrapped in plastic, which I don't love, but what are you gonna do? So this is a set of 2 64-page 5e character journals for the world's greatest role-playing game. I can already tell I'm a little upset. There's a crease on the cover of this one, which is a bummer. Especially considering like they did a good job of sending it. You know, these cardboard envelopes are usually pretty good. A lot of times when I get comics, they come in something similar to that, so it's a bummer that this did get a little bent. But other than that, like, it's in good shape. They probably put them in the plastic to protect them from worse bends. You know, like this could have been literally bent over if it wasn't wrapped in the cellophane, so I guess I shouldn't complain too loud. Yep, so this is just the, that's funny. So this is just it tells you what's in it, but up at the top it says, was there a problem with your order? Let us know. You can blame. And then there's like a bunch of boxes that they can check with people's initials, but like none of them are checked, so don't know who I can blame for the crease in the cover of my book. But it's whatever. It's really okay. It's not a big deal. So with shipping, I paid just shy of $22 for the 2 of them, but the set before tax and everything is, as I toss it and forget as soon as I do that, it's $16.95 for the 2, which I didn't think was bad. I mean, they are thin, but again, you get 2 of them. And let's be honest, I've paid a lot more for notebooks, so I really can't complain about $16 for 2 of them. Let's see if I can get these out of the cellophane without going and finding something to cut it with. Probably not. All right, color. Let's call this a colored pencil. This is a mechanical pencil. There we go. So I was a little bit bummed. Field Notes, hopefully you're watching this and can take this under consideration. I really liked the national parks ones, which came in sets of 3, but the 5e character journal only comes in red. Now, don't get me wrong, red is a good color. I love red. But I'm also like, I like pretty things, and I wish I could have a really pretty notebook. This is a nice material for drawing on, though. Like it's, I don't know what you would call it. It's not really paper, but it's not cardboard. But it's like it's like a fairly thick cover. And it's pretty sturdy, but it's definitely something that I could draw on with pencil and then ink, and it would probably stand up to the erasing. I don't know if when I erase it, it'll lose some color, so that's something to keep in mind. But my point being, I can make the notebook pretty, so it's not the end of the world. But I was a little bummed that I didn't have any options in terms of what the cover looked like for this notebook. But again, there are worse things. All right, so as I said, this is Field Notes brand. If I didn't say this already, I will link their website below so you guys can check it out. Like I said, they have a lot of really cool stuff on there, a lot of nice notebooks, different covers and stuff. It's just unfortunately, unless I missed it, which is also possible, but the only 2-pack that I saw were both red. So yeah, so it's like a little bound notebook. Again, I think that this is a really good surface to draw on with pencil. I've drawn on stuff like this before. It's even kind of nice because I could draw on both and let it carry over because it's connected. Oh, this is nice. Okay, hang on. Not there yet. So they are both identical, which is nice. As I said, I'll keep one. I'll give one to Brandon. We'll make his character. Everything will be hunky-dory, as they say. But let me turn slightly so I can do this a little bit more easily. So you have your cover, and then when you first open it up, ooh, what's all this? This Field notebook is the property of my address. So this is basically all Oh, nice. Okay, so this is all like your, you know, return it to me if I lose it. There is or isn't a handsome reward waiting. Then it has start date, completion date, and where you were, so you can really track what you were doing, which I really like. I'm one of those people that really likes filling out things, which is kind of strange. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I just ate lunch. So I think that that's like a really cool thing, because I normally like to write when I start and finish things anyway. So it's nice that they give you a spot for that. It also tells you what's on what pages in the book, so you can easily flip to whatever you need at the time, which is really nice. And then you've got your areas of effect, so you have like a quick little reference area here for Dungeons and Dragons and how spells work, armor classes, size categories, etc., etc. So it's really, really nice because it gives you like a little like at a glance helper, which as someone who's just starting, I have a feeling I'll be referring to this a lot. So I really like that that's been included. Is there anything on the back cover? Oh, so on the back cover, you've got a little ruler. So that's nice. Ability scores, alignment table, combat step-by-step. This is awesome. Well then. So it also has like their company story on it and other information like that. But I love that on both covers there's all this like little quick at a glance information about Dungeons and Dragons. So if you ever have any questions, you can look at it. And I especially like that the alignment table comes with like a little explanation so that you know what's what. So I like how they did it too, because it's kind of like fun. So it says lawful good, return treasure to the rightful owners. Neutral good, distribute treasure to peasants. Chaotic good, use treasure to buy fireworks. Lawful neutral, we must pay the applicable treasure tax. True neutral, there's a treasure, whatever. Chaotic neutral, you guys, check out the spoon. Okay. Lawful evil, bribe king with the treasure. Neutral evil, fund evil infrastructure with the treasure. Chaotic evil, casually melt treasure in a volcano. Now, there is also an asterisk that says, if the treasure is cursed, this plan may also apply to lawful good characters. Alignment can be tricky. Well, alrighty then. So that's fun. But I totally lost track of what I was saying because I got distracted by the funny alignment chart. But basically, reference materials. Those are a plus for me. Then your first page, you've got character name, class, subclass, background, race, alignment, faith, gender, age, size, height, weight, skin, eyes, hair, and a sketch. So that makes me happy because I get to draw my character right on the first page. Yay! So basically this is all the like bread and butter of your character, as it were. Like something that you would, any RPG character you would design these traits for, but not getting into your hit points and stats and stuff. So that's kind of nice that that's your first page. And then, oh, I don't know if I'm going to need all this space though. So page 2 is race details. Page 3 is ancestry details. I don't know if I'm going to need all that. 4 and 5 gives you personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. I can't turn the page. I just had it and then I lost it. Then you've got background details, class details, backstory details, subclass details. So I'm assuming that this would be a good place to track any kind of bonuses that you receive for any of these categories, any traits that you get because of your background, class, etc., etc. This I'm going to have to ask my friend who actually plays about. So this is a class table, and it has level, and then proficiency bonus, and then features. Oh, I think I know what this is. So basically this is so you can copy down from the handbook, the player's handbook. so that you know what features your character will gain at each level. So instead of having to go back to your player's handbook and be like, what do I get again now? You have it right here. So that's nice. Here we go. This is the stuff that I was expecting. So this is more like what would typically be on a Dungeons & Dragons character sheet. You've got your ability scores, your saving throws, resistances, AC, I'm not sure what that is. Armor class, that's what that is. HP, hit dice, if you have initiative, if you have inspiration, your speed, your skills. Okay, that makes sense. And then on the other side, you have your attacks and spell casting, which is very important for a lot of characters. As I'm learning more about D&D, I'm learning that almost all characters in D&D have some level of spellcasting ability. Even like a bard, who I wouldn't have thought would, has spellcasting ability. Who knew? Not I. But it also applies for like warriors and stuff, you know, attacking with swords and whatnot. What languages you can, ooh, nice. So your language proficiencies, death saves, successes, and failures. So a big thing that I'm also learning with D&D is that you never want to use pen for freaking anything, because as you go along, you'll be changing all of this information. Then you have your spell casting table, which again, I'm not sure if this like helps you keep track of what you have at a given time or what. Not really sure. So that'll be something that I'll have to go over with my friend who has played for a while and has graciously agreed to be our DM for the campaign we're going to do. So he'll, I'm sure, be able to help me out with that. Spellcasting ability, spell save DC, spell attack bonus, and favorite and frequent spells. Dunno. Probably learn that as you play, I would assume. The next two pages are also favorite and frequent spells. So, oh, and so, wait, nope. So the next, so 16 and 17 are proficiency and skills. Yeah, proficiencies and skills. So, some characters are proficient with certain types of weapons or certain types of armor. And then, skills. Other things that you can do. I'm assuming like lockpicking would be a skill. Your equipment. Equipment and money. And then it gives you your little money conversion thing down here, so you know what you have and what it equals in other types of money. And then debts owed and paid. So apparently you can owe money in Dungeons & Dragons, so that's kind of cool. Come on. Treasures. Over here it says attuned. Don't know what that means, so that'll be a question for my DM friend. Downtime and leisure activity tracking. I don't know what that is either. I didn't know you could downtime and leisure activity in Dungeons & Dragons, so that's new for me. All right, now this is nice. So for every level, you get a notes page, your experience points / milestone, hit points gained / total, and GM sign off. Don't know what that is. But so you got level 1, I'm assuming all the way through 20. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yep. All right, so level 1 through level 20, you get a notes page. Then you have allies, hirelings, sidekicks, miscellaneous. I'm assuming those are all like NPCs that you use. Dunno. So you got another page for that. Faction details I'm also not familiar with. I know that characters can belong to factions. I don't know what they are. I don't know what the options are. I don't know what they do. No idea. But so you've got options for that in here as well. So you got 6 pages for that. Then you have campaign quotes and notes, so you can take notes as you do your campaign of things that happened, I guess. So you get 2, 4, 6 pages for that. Then behind the scenes, thoughts, theories, etc. Don't know what that is, but again, it's just full note pages. And then a session log, so you can track the date, the adventure that you played, and then again it says GM sign off. So I'll be a little high school student being like, please teacher, sign my work that I did it, I guess. And then the last page is, oh, basically it's the open game license, which I'm assuming is like saying, yes, we can use all of this stuff legally. So yeah, so these are really, really neat. I have a feeling Brandon is not going to get nearly in depth as I'm going to, because I'm going to have a field day. Field notes, field day, get it? It's funny. But overall, I'm really happy with this. I'm bummed that this one's bent, but it's such a minor thing. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I really like how they're made. Obviously I was holding that really open, so like now it doesn't really want to close, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But again, with a notebook like this, I'm probably going to be doing this number a lot, so it's not really the end of the world. It's really okay. And I'm really excited to start filling this in with my character information at some point. I'm really excited. I don't know when I'm going to do it. But as I said, I did order a miniature from NerdForge, so I will be doing an unboxing of that when it arrives, because I'm real excited. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in hearing more about D&D, which I don't know a ton about, but if you're interested in like hearing about my character, or you know, once we start playing, if you want to hear more about our campaign and whatnot, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to oblige if that's something you guys are interested in. And don't forget to follow me on all social media at Purrmage, and click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, because I'm not going to know otherwise. Make sure you check out Field Notes, which I will link below. This is not a sponsored video. I just feel like giving credit where it's due. And ring the bell and subscribe if you're new here, because otherwise you're not going to know when I post new content. And I try and post new content at least once a week. And that is all I have for you today. Bye!